That means hello. Hello.
Hello. That's what it
means. Like, what's going on? Alpha.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to be with you. And Dr. Segun Olusola. And I believe London must still be in that mood. You know, the Arsenal, the cup won by the Arsenal Football Club. Are you an Arsenal fan?
I am. To be candid, I am an Arsenal fan. I've been supporting Arsenal since the days of Kanuako. I will tell you this. My dad is a staunch Arsenal fan. When Arsenal loses, he doesn't eat. I've passed that level. I'm too optimistic about life and for a team not to make me eat. So yes, I'm an Arsenal fan. My dad is an Arsenal fan, staunch Arsenal fan to be precise. Yes, and then it's an exciting period. I'm looking forward to Community Shield, to play Man City as a Premier League champion after 22 years. Yes.
Yeah.
Up Gunners.
Wow, that's great. I'm sorry to you guys. You guys tried. You guys could not actually, bring the cup home, the Champions League cup. You could not take it from PSG. Sorry about that. Maybe another time you'll be able to do better.
Listen,
about the Champions League.
22 years after Premier League, we are fine with what we've got this summer.
Okay.
I'm not even thinking about Champions League. I'll take my mind off that. Champions League is fine.
Yeah, but at least you tried. I mean, in second class, you still tried. But this World Cup, going on in the US, which country do you think is going to win the cup, the World Cup? Can you just which country?
Sport remains one of the few institutions that unites everyone.
Exactly.
Whether religion or politics, and race. And so, I mean, this World Cup, I can't give you a specific team because I watched the Brazil against, I can't remember the name of the team. I don't even know that team, right?
Okay.
And they drew. So you can't say this is a specific. I mean, the World Cup is different now. Back in the days, we can, say it's probably going to be Brazil or France or Argentina. But this one, I cannot predict. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Unfortunately, my own country is not participating. But England, here we go. So I can't say. I think the globalization is making things. It's making things to be on a level playing field. Exactly. Technology has made everybody on the same level playing field. So the technology and the skills that Brazil tends to have naturally, technology has given it to everyone. I mean, look at Qatar. Look at what they did. So you can't predict. Anybody can win the World Cup. So it's going to be an interesting.
Exactly.
If I should predict, it will be England. Nigeria is not there. Nigeria is not there.
Okay, we'll see to that. And the South Africans also lost to Mexico by Tuesday.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Now,
I'm not interested at the moment.
Now let's talk about immigration. You can see that some of the things that have been happening in the for like 2 or 3 years now. For example, in the US, the United States government trying to deport a lot of blacks, and then also maybe a couple of weeks ago, something happened in Ireland that blacks were being, asked to, go back to their lands. Same thing, the UK visa policy is stricter than before. And also in South Africa, because of xenophobic, a lot of guys, a lot of other African countries have been asked to go. What do you think is the cause of this? And how do you think nations, and particularly Nigeria and Nigerians, can manage this?
Listen, when I was doing I did sociology in one of my A-level subjects, and we talked about globalization and the impact of what globalization will do to the postmodernism era. So technically speaking, we are in the postmodernism era, which means globalization has fulfilled its importance. Globalization has made skills available by immigrants to everyone. I mean, immigration has become one of the defining political issues of the 21st century. We have the conservative opinion, we have the liberal opinion, and we have the left, the far left opinion about immigration. And the far left are coming to the liberal position about the fact that people should be treated with dignity. Yes, countries should maintain their border. Countries should make sure that the right thing is done. But healthy immigration should be what we should be looking at. And I understand what Trump is trying to do in America, nationalism and stuff. But the most important thing I would say in terms of immigration is we should be conscious about human rights. The world is getting to the level where we should not take that off. Human rights is very, very domain, it's very important. But at the same time, Nigeria needs to understand everybody is going to that nationalism because globalization has fulfilled what it needs to do. We've got so much skills that we've been able to give skills to everyone. And don't forget the conscious impact of AI is going to make so much, decisions for the government, and they will make decisions to say we're going to go into securing our borders because we don't want things to affect us. Countries like Canada, Australia, Singapore, they're trying to balance everything up. But the challenge in itself is immigration, unmanaged immigration. So if you're not able to manage the border, if you're not able to manage how many people come into your country, then it defeats the purpose. So I feel that Nigeria should look inward. We should make sure there must be a technology transfer, not just skills transfer now. Nobody's doing skills transfer. Everybody's looking at technology transfer. So Britain, what technology are we bringing to Nigeria? America, what technology can we get from you? Not just people coming in. It's the technology transfer, and Nigeria should learn from that and look inward and develop ourselves because we have everything to develop ourselves. Enough of people trying to seek, comfort from America because America themselves, they're struggling. Britain too is struggling with, for example, Britain is struggling with benefit system in terms of the welfare benefit. They're struggling with NHS. So, and if they are struggling with their own resources, they're struggling with the population, guess who they're going to come against first? The immigrants. Yes. That is going to be the scapegoat, right? So it's normal for this country to be like that. But so for Nigeria, I would say, let us pursue technology transfer. Let us be deliberate. Let us be conscious about what we can gain from America in terms of technology, what we can gain from Britain in terms of technology, what we can gain from China in terms of technology. So technology. Not necessarily technology in terms of hardware technology. I'm talking soft skills.
Okay. I'm listening.
Soft skills to Nigeria in terms of technology transfer. How do we do this? How do we get our engineering working? How do we get our planning working? How do we get our population working in terms of technology? That is what we should be looking at. So enough of people doing migration. It's not working anymore. America has got to a stage where they've reached their peak. Britain has reached the peak. France has reached the peak in terms of their development. So they can't do any more than try to manage the resources they have because it's very limited. So Nigeria, we need to pursue technology transfer aggressively. The Minister for Education, I wrote an article about that. The Minister of Education should be very conscious about technology transfer, right? And we should make sure that we are conscious about getting technology transfer.
Exactly. That's great. That's great. So when we actually, ensure that we have this technology locally, we'll be able to develop as a nation. Now,
definitely.
You are in the UK over there, and I believe you must be tracking what is happening in Nigeria. What is your advice about the insecurity challenges that we have in Nigeria? And it's coming down from the north now to the southwest.
Technology. Okay. That's all we need
to be able to fight the militants, the bandits.
We're not fighting. I've got my own opinion. I've got my subjective, opinion about the whole thing that's going on in Nigeria.
Okay.
For me, What we need is technology. We're not fighting no bandit. We're not fighting anyone.
Yeah.
We fight ourselves, right? And the only way to do this is, number one, technology.
Yeah.
Technology is not about the hardware. It's about the soft skills. What are the things we need to do? What are the things we need to say? What are the messages to pass, proactively to people? Those are the things we need. Listen, back in the days, right? We used to travel. My dad, right? But that was it was a farmer in Nigeria, and that's where I get my farming things from.
So your farm in the UK too? Yeah.
No, in Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah.
In Nigeria. So my dad, we would travel from Lagos to Abeokuta.
Okay.
In the middle of the night. Probably we leave Lagos maybe 9 p.m.
Okay.
We get to Abeokuta in the middle of the night, right?
Okay.
And this insecurity is not as a result of anything. It's just issues, social issues. This is not Afghanistan. This is not Iraq. This is not Iran. This is issues. These are people with lack of education. These are people with lack of foresight. These are people with lack of intellectual capacity for them to do things by themselves. Listen, Nigeria is not the only country that have Muslim population.
Yeah.
Muslims are practicing Islam in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
They practice Islam in Dubai. Practice Islam in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, in all these places. And this insecurity arises from lack of education, arises from lack of mental well-being and physical well-being. Because if you're not able to get up in the morning and be motivated to go to work, an idle hand is what Satan uses, right? So these people are people that do not have anything going for them. They don't have anything, they don't have any job to go to, they don't have any aspiration in life. So they are so docile in their thinking that they think, okay, the best way to go is to fight. So we need soft skills to speak to these people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that we should try to give them freedom. No. What I'm saying is, when education is passed through across informal education to these people, they will live. Listen, nobody wants to be carrying gun in the forest in this day. And don't forget, these people use this TikTok. They know what is going on, but because they lack aspiration to get a good life for themselves, that's why they get into all this kind of stuff. So for me, what I would think is, I mean, we used to have that in England, we used to have that in Scotland, we used to have Irish people, right?
Yeah,
disparities and all this kind of stuff, because people are fighting racism and stuff. How did we get rid of them? We didn't bomb all of them. No, it was an artistic motive to give them education, to give them opportunities, to give them something to motivate them to say, listen, life is better than all this. So for me, the kinetic and the non-kinetic thing doing in Nigeria is not going to help. The most important thing is the technology to speak to these people in a subtle way to say, listen, this is a better life. That is not a better life. And I think that's the solution. But when people go through these kind of things, because for example, they abducted children, we're not going to go there to bomb. We can't bomb the children. We can't bomb civilians with them. So the only way is we need to find a way with the northern leaders, the northern oligarchs, the northern spiritual leaders. To shortly find a way to speak these people in a way that will make them to surrender. They can't fight them in that way because they're using these children and the people that they kidnap, they're using them as a shield from us fighting them in that physical way. So I think that's the solution. Personally, but that's a thing for the northern leaders to take that up.
Yeah, we hope the security challenge will be sorted out as soon as possible so that Nigeria.
I'm not hoping. I don't hope. Because Britain is not open. Britain don't open. It's a Christian country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The spiritual leader of the churches is the king.
Yes.
So this is a Christian country
Yes.
by all ratification, but they don't hope and they don't pray. They go into action
And take action. Exactly.
And that's what I want Nigerian government to do. Take action.
Action.
Don't be reactive. Put so much effort into speaking when was the last time the government called all the northern leaders to say, listen, right, this thing is happening from your hands. This thing started from your place. What do you think is the solution? Please tell us the solution. How many times the president called them to Aso Rock to say, the leaders, the northern leaders, what is the solution to this? Do we have your buy-in? Do we have your buy-in in fighting this insurgence?
Yeah, exactly.
So
well,
I think that's the way to go.
Okay, very quickly, because of our time, where do you think Nigeria will be in the next 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or 50 years from now? Because a lot of people, some people are saying, some guys are saying there will be no Nigeria in the next 50 years. Some people are saying Nigeria, and some of the international leaders are saying that Nigeria will be one of the top 10 countries in the world, and a lot of things have been said here and there. So what is your own expectation? Where do you think Nigeria is going to be in the next 10 years, 20 years, and the next 50 years?
I wrote an article and I talked about consensus candidates.
Yes, we're going to talk
I talked about internal party resolution. I talked about getting the best forward. And I need to be realistic. And this is going to be brutal, right? I'm a Nigerian to the core. I love Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest. I don't see Nigeria going in the next 5 years.
Wow.
I don't see Nigeria in the next 10 years. Because I read Awolowo. I read his book. I think I read about 4 or 5 books, which is about his speeches that he made.
Yeah.
And what I realized is the same thing that he talked about in 1978, in 1977, in 1976. That's the same thing we're talking about. June 12 just passed, 2 days ago.
Yes.
And we talked about what MKO wanted. It's the same thing that MKO said is going to stop in how many years ago?
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing we're talking about now. Until we have merit-based selection.
Yeah.
Anything short of that, we are wasting time. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. We are wasting our time. Listen, when Goodluck Jonathan was president, everybody said, this guy is a bad president. Buhari came. They said, wow, this is a worse president. We need to go back to Goodluck Jonathan.
and all the presidents, they're always becoming worse every day.
Right. So our selection process is not good.
Okay.
We need a merit-based selection.
Yeah.
The moment we start having merit-based selection, then we need to move forward. And I will say this. His Excellency Raji Fashola, he said something on the Democracy Day on the platform, and it's tough. Nigerians, what do we want? Any government that has a political will to say, Nigerians, what do you want? I'm giving you guys referendum. Let's vote. That is the first step in the right direction.
Okay.
Anything short of that, we're wasting our time. Because a nation has what they want. They want certain things first. Before good roads, before good water, before good education, before good health. Yeah. They want certain things. I'll tell you what the British people want. The first thing British people wanted in this country is equality. Nobody should be bigger than the neighbor. We must all be equal. And that equality means everybody, irrespective of where you're from, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of whether you are short, you're tall, you're good, you're intelligent, you're dull, you must have one same level. And that's what brings welfare benefits. Everybody must be equal. If you're able to work, you must not be worse off than somebody working. That is what Britain wants. Welfare system, everybody must be equal. Everything else is secondary. The primary thing is we must all be equal. And that's why we have NHS system. Free at the point of service. Everybody must be equal. Americans, what they wanted is life. American life, American dream. If you can work, you can attain it. If you're able to put in the work, you should be able to enjoy that dividend. And that's what builds everybody together in America. And that's why the welfare system in America is different from the welfare system in Britain. But what do we have in Nigeria? What's the consensus of Nigerians? None. So we must have that first. And any government that has the political will to say, referendum, what's your consensus? What will make Nigeria a nation? Then we decide. And that's the right direction, the right step. Anything short of that. To answer your question, in a nutshell, I don't see Nigeria moving in the right direction unless that happens. And if that doesn't happen in the next 50 years, I don't see any direction for Nigeria in the next 50 years. And that's why people like us have come and said, listen, the generations of the Awolowos, the generation of the MKOs, the generation of the Tinubu, Babangida, they've done their own. We need to come forward and say, enough of this. We need to give power to the people. Consensus. What do Nigerians see as a nation? And from then, we will start making the right direction.
Exactly. That would be great until we come to that consensus, where we really want to be. Now, and finally, to wrap up, what's your message for Isharians or the people from Ishara? The people from Ishara, the youths of Ishara, should there be, what's your message to them,
Right, okay. So that's a very tough one. Because
since you are also from Ishara,
that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll tell you why that's a tough one. Because I'm going to use emotion now, right? So everything I've talked about is I'm being objective. Right? There's no emotion. I love Nigeria. But this is, you brought my own town where I love deep down, because I'm always going to be an Ishara first before I'm a Nigerian, before I'm even an Ogun State person. So in terms of Ishara, I'm trying to think, and I believe that what we need in Ishara is we need the right people to stand up. I wrote a book, and the title of that book is Omoluabi, Timeless Value in 21st Century. I wrote that book because of somebody.
Wow.
I didn't write that book because of Obasanjo. I didn't write that book because of Professor Wole Soyinka. We had somebody called Ifekoya, Lisa Ifekoya. And I'm looking for things about Ishara, and it came up. And Lisa Ifekoya represented Nigeria in 1966.
Wow.
And he was from Ishara. He represented Nigeria. In 1966. And I thought, wow. And he's from Ishara. Wow. He was the Lisa of Ishara. Wow. So we had so much people with education, with affluence, with wealth, with presence in Ishara. I mean, we can't. regardless of, and it shows us that Ishara people, we need to come together. I mean, I can name a lot of people that we had in Ishara, but we just need to come together. And the only way for us to come together is for us to be objective about how we can uplift our town. Ishara, okay, we know you, but when we are not putting the best forward, it will look like Ishara is not where it's supposed to be. So what I can say to Ishara is we need to come together and we need to give a level playing field for every one of us so that the best can lead us in Ishara. Because when people like Lisa Ifekoya led us, there was so much development. When Akisaya led us, so much development.
Yes, sir.
Shideko, all of them. So many great others. And they made so much development in Ishara. And we could see so much impact in Ishara. So what I will say to Ishara is let us all come together and put the best forward.
Very good. That would be great. And by the grace of God, we will be able to achieve that, as we actually decide that we're going to come together, and put our best forward, And that's basically the same thing that the merit-based system, that's what is being practiced in China, The current president, Xi Jinping, he was from a local government and they had a rating system. It was like the best. That's what actually made him to be promoted to where he is today. So everyone, that we've had all that. Let us put our best forward, and if we're going to have development in Ishara, development in Ogun State, and development in Nigeria, as a country. Thank you everyone for listening. I believe you benefited a lot from Dr. Olusola, Dr. Segun Olusola, and we are looking forward, to meeting you again in Ishara when you come around. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Doctor. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.